I thought you were going to wear a bathrobe.
No, because you're not.
Right. I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we doing filmographies.
That's right. Hey, we're doing somebody new because we're video now.
We are. We killed the radio star. Yeah.
Julian, we have somebody new today.
We do.
Who's our new guy?
Bill Sage.
Bill Sage? Boy, you know what? I like Bill Sage.
I do too.
I like you so much.
So we're doing Bill Sage.
We are.
He's been around for a long time.
He has been, yeah. Probably in a number of things that I've seen and just don't even remember him being in it.
I want you to testify. What are you offering? Full immunity?
Do you know what would probably help you remember?
Doing a filmography.
A tiny bottle of liquor.
Oh, yeah, that too.
99 peaches, 99 proof, 99 peaches.
New Amsterdam raspberry.
We're sponsored by them. They pay us a lot of money.
Oh, Jesus.
It tastes like peaches.
I get it.
There's almost like a chocolatey undertone there in those peaches. That's not how that's supposed to be.
This was surprisingly fake raspberry-ish.
Bill Sage, his credits start at The Unbelievable Truth, Hal Hartley's very first feature film.
Yeah. Robert John Burke.
Yeah.
I had to look him up, and I was like, oh, it's that old guy. Because I mostly know him from like 40 going on.
Yeah, he looks great. I always think of him as thinner.
He looks like Peter Weller. Adrian Shelley.
Yeah, who we came across in Grind.
Can I ask you something?
Sure. What?
Why did you have to go to jail?
This was Adrian Shelley's first film. She was 22.
She's supposed to be 17, right?
Bill Sage is, I guess. I wasn't really clear on that. Because her dad at one point does go, she's 18.
If she wants to live in the city and earn her own keep, what's that got to do with me? She's 18 now. She does what she wants.
Let me ask you this.
I am ready.
The dad.
Did he remind you of the guy from All That Jazz?
Take off with us.
I was actually going to say he reminded me of the chief from Crime Killer.
Oh, shit.
Will you come with me for about a half hour as a personal favor?
Do I have time to wash up?
No, come on.
Too bad they're all dead, I'm sure. They should all three be in a movie.
They could have melded and been like three men raising a baby.
The baby would be Keith Gordon.
Yeah, that guy's name is Vic something.
Do you like him?
No, I did not, actually.
What? I kind of love everybody in this movie, bro.
I felt he was a little bit over the top.
You can't trust anybody.
I actually didn't like this movie much at all.
I knew that we had completely opposite experiences. This movie, I love it. I love it.
It
I love it.
felt like it should have hooked me, but I don't know.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. I was watching this and I was like, I don't think he likes this. But what is the problem? It's got sharp dialogue. It looks nice. The acting's interesting. Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, like the story, it's kind of like, oh, we're doing this now. Oh, okay, that's this now.
Well, you're fucked because Bill Sage does a dickload of Hal Hartley movies.
I am fucked. Hopefully they get better. This is Hal Hartley's first feature film.
Yeah.
As well.
It's great.
There's a band called Unbelievable Truth.
Always out of breath, out on a limb.
Named after this movie.
They took it. They stole it.
They stole it.
Actually.
You know what else got stolen? These trivia facts. I looked at them today on IMDb.
This movie was filmed over the course of 11 days. Mm-hmm. It shows.
That's impressive. They did a good job.
You know what? No, I did like Pearl's boyfriend.
Hi, Vic.
What's that still doing here?
Man, Vic, this car is really twisted.
That's interesting because I think he's probably the worst actor in here. I love him.
Oh, he's not like, he's not doing anything good. I just like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
I think he's fucking, I was kind of worried it would go one way, but he wrote it out throughout the entire course of the movie. I feel like I'm like super loud. I stuck around for him.
I will say that it is stuck in my life forever. I thought I was gay once.
I thought I was a homo once.
Really?
Yeah, fucking unbelievable.
What happened?
I joined the Marines. They straightened my shit right out.
Yeah.
That straighten my shit right out line. That's been in my mind forever.
Yeah.
Since I've seen this.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you just go ahead and hit me with the synopses?
I won't do that.
And then we can get into this son of a bitch.
Don't you talk about it that way.
This is the part of the show where we're both on our phone.
Mm-hmm. It's compelling.
It is.
The unbelievable truth. Josh, Robert John Burke, was just released from prison for being a mass murderer. Once back in town, he stumbles upon local put-upon doomsayer Audrey, Adrian Shelley, who immediately falls head over heels for Josh. But her annoying-ass father, Vic, Chris Cook, demands she goes to college. Fuck, man. Jason likes this movie. Let's get poppin'.
You know it. It cost $75,000, by the way.
Okay.
To make this.
It's $200,000 for Sidewalk Stories.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the movie starts, and John Burke.
Robert John Burke?
He's getting out of jail.
Rigid?
Prison. And he just walks up to a guy whose car is smoking and pops the hood. The guy didn't even pull the latch inside. He just gets up in there, fixes it. And the guy's like, all right, I'll give you a ride. I have 2 children in the car. At which point he goes, what are you, a priest? And he goes, nah, man, I'm a mechanic. Where you coming from? Jail. Prison. Get out.
It's fair. He probably shouldn't have told them
Mm-hmm.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 small children in the car.
Mm-hmm. And then another guy comes along, and he gives him a ride. And he's drunk?
Yeah.
And you know that guy, right?
Yeah, it's his first movie also.
Okay. Yeah, I forget his name.
His name's
now.
Matt something.
Matthew Lillard.
Is Matt
Exactly.
Malloy?
Matt Malloy.
Or is that the guy from yesteryear?
Who knows?
Either way.
He's super drunk, and although he's driving erratic,
you want to drive?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he goes, you want to drive? Because car breaks down.
Yeah.
And he pulls directly off of the road, perpendicular to the road.
How do you not love these shots of like the cornfield and stuff? Like they're framed they're so 90s. It's so perfect. I love them.
I mean, I don't know. It just feels like it's just, we're showing this.
It's just a pretty flat shot. Like I don't know.
I mean,
this happens a lot in this movie where I'm like,
the
that looks
temperature of the film really harkens back to my youth when I lived above a used CD store. But no, I don't know, man. It's just like nothing's going on here, right? Movies start. It feels a lot like Grind.
I think it's the opposite of Grind, man. You don't find the dialogue funny? Like his everybody thinking he's a priest. He's like, no, I'm a mechanic.
What, are you a priest or something?
I'm a mechanic.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So how about it?
How about what?
Do you want to drive?
I don't drive.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very funny.
No, I don't. It's kind of a little bit. It feels like it's trying to be a little bit too smart or good for its own good, in my book.
Okay.
But hey, I'm not the target audience for this, so you know.
Who is?
You.
Thank you, Hal Hartley. I appreciate it. You did it.
You got one.
Good job.
So he gets to town, and he stops to have a smoke. He's in New York, by the way. The guy drops him off in Manhattan, I think, but he's trying to get to...
I don't know, but did you guys know New York isn't just a city, it's a state?
That too, yeah.
There's towns outside of the cities.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to one of those towns.
Yeah, it used to be called Algonquin.
Yeah.
Because of the Dutch.
Oh.
And so he just starts smoking, and a woman walks by, and she looks back at him and collapses. She faints.
I think he says, hey, Pearl.
Yeah.
And then she goes, fuck.
Oh. And then he scoops her up, and he brings her into the restaurant at which she works with Edie Falco. Although the first lady, I don't think is Edie Falco.
His head in her boobs.
Yeah.
He's carrying her.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
No, and they call him on it, too.
Yeah, they're like, hey, don't be a shitter.
Yep.
You think the first lady isn't Edie Falco?
Yeah.
Pearl. I
don't know. I didn't recognize her. I didn't feel like it was the same person then when we see later when it is Edie Falco. But maybe it is. I don't know. I just felt like it was some lady.
Okay.
And then later we see Edie Falco, who feels younger than that first person. But maybe it's just the lighting in these immaculate flat shots.
We'll find out. I'm gonna go through it again.
And there's a guy there who is a photographer.
He's trying to get some action.
Big time. And he's hitting on everybody.
I could swear I saw you in a magazine or an ad or something.
What are you trying to pull? You don't have money to pay for this, do you?
Of course I do. I'm a professional photographer. Here's my camera.
You're a photographer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, we have some kind of troublemaker up here.
No, look, I'll pay, okay? Here.
Then I think Pearl's boyfriend shows up, the mechanic guy. Mike?
I don't know.
Ryan? Rick?
Guitar.
Yeah.
That's his name.
It
hey,
is.
Guitar, quit playing it. Do you think this guy's like a guitar guy? Like he's a band
Maybe.
guy?
Nah, I think he just dicks around and they're like, hey, do that. He was Hal's college roommate.
Oh, really?
I bet you.
I believe you. I was like, whoa.
And there's no reason not to. I mean, I don't know if I'm lying. So, man, he's back in town. He killed some people, according to everyone. Various different stories. He's a mass murderer. He killed his girlfriend, and then he killed her father.
And then he went and killed his father.
His father as well.
He's all about killing now. He wants to get everybody.
And he runs into Adrienne Shelley. Before this, we see that she wakes up in a room and she has painted George Washington on her wall, the dollar bill. And she gets into a row with her mother and father.
She's obsessed with nuclear war breaking out.
History is coming to an end.
What's she talking about?
The end of the world. By the way, Vic, the washing machine is busted.
Does she wake up thinking the bombs have dropped?
Probably.
I was having this problem around the time that I saw this movie is when I lived in Sioux Falls, we lived on the flight path, and the planes would go overhead really loud, and more than a few times I woke up terrified thinking they were bombing us. I wonder if those dreams started after I saw this.
I'd be more concerned about a Donnie Darko scenario.
The plane engine takes me to the past.
Yeah. And so she breaks up with her boyfriend, though, also, because he's a real Reaganite.
They do a funny thing here. I mean, I imagine Jules hates it, but when her parents are talking, they're layering extra audio tracks.
Oh, God.
So it's distracting. Like, you're not really able to pay attention to it because it's boring. They do the same thing when Robert John Burke explains how an engine works.
The output shaft is attached to the input shaft. The output shaft is attached.
They kind of do this disconnect thing right now when she breaks up with her boyfriend because they are having two separate conversations as they are talking to each other.
Well, I'm going to take this world in my teeth, chew it up, and spit it back out again.
Emmett, we're on the brink of global extinction.
The wheels of fortune are rolling in my direction.
Neither of them is listening to each other, and I love it. He's going on about making money. She's talking about the end of the world, right?
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe this is like the genesis for this style of conversation, and I just don't know it. But I can't appreciate it because I've seen so much of it hereafter. It's just, whatever.
Oh, man.
So she breaks up with him, and then apparently he stands in the middle of the road for the next 6 to 8 hours. Her dad drives by. What are you doing?
Hey, you got the voice.
Why are you in the road? Oh, your daughter broke up with me, sir, and we're having sex continuously.
Since we're 15.
What? You jerko? She's a slut.
Don't you talk about my daughter that way.
He shakes him. And then he gives him a ride, I think. But
I like how whenever you do the voice, then I can do a not very good version of your version.
Yep.
Thank you for guiding the way.
So John Burke, Washington, shows up at the store that Adrienne Shelley works at. And she goes, we don't got any books about George Washington here. Try the library?
Yeah, good guess.
And she's just like, oh, my God.
So you homeless? Do you want a job? What do you do?
What are you, a priest?
I'm a mechanic.
Oh, here's my dad's whatever. Go find him and get a job. Oh, word. Okay, he says. And so he goes there, and the Pearl's boyfriend, he's pretty worthless as far as fixing cars. Pretty much probably everything, but specifically fixing cars for
He
this.
can play that guitar.
Why'd you do it last time?
Back off. I didn't do anything to it, all right?
Yeah, can I help you?
I'm a mechanic. I'm looking for work.
No work here, sorry.
Basically, Vic doesn't want to give him a job because he knows who he is, but he relents and allows him to work on this car because they can't fix it, apparently.
It's been in the shop a few times. They thought they fixed it last time.
Yeah.
Not even him. It's not that he thought he fixed it. Pearl's idiot boyfriend thought he fixed it.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like he knows much of anything.
No.
And Robert John Burke's like, I can fix it in 2 hours.
Yep, and he does. Vic looks over at Pearl's boyfriend and sees him just being a doofus. So he goes, fuck, I'll hire you. Oh, word. Okay.
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you want somebody competent?
I was expecting him to fire Rick.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Because
why would you have both of them work there if one of them's completely worthless? And so he works there now, and Adrian Shelley comes by, and she's flirting with him.
And steals his wrench.
Yeah. Why?
She's Costanza, reverse Costanza.
What does that mean?
He puts the hat there so we can go back. She takes the wrench so she can go give it back to him later.
But she only does once it becomes necessary.
To give him the wrench back?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's
she sleeps with it. We do learn that.
She's sticking the wrench up her cooch.
Uh-huh. Remember that? When her dad says she sleeps with the wrench?
I didn't know that.
Why
do you think they do this?
No.
Girls?
No.
Lots of them.
No, they don't.
Cold metal wrenches?
No.
Like this?
Uh-uh.
Right up there?
Nope. All right, more work for you. What they do is they put the wrench on their clit and they tighten it.
Okay.
Till it pops. Yeah.
So she's fucking that wrench. And then...
So she steals the wrench, and fuck, man, god damn it. The dad wants her to go to college. They make some sort of a deal.
She wants to go for creative writing. He wants her to go for communications.
Right.
She wants to go to Harvard. He wants her to go to
because she got accepted
college.
to Harvard.
Right.
For the French program.
I'm going to be paying for that the rest of my life. And
I'm
true.
J.D. Benderbinder.
She's going to be a journalist at Harvard. That's all right. Well, you're not going to be able to help your dad pay off the tuition.
Mm-hmm. But then she invites JDB to her dad's birthday party.
Yeah.
And she dresses like a skank.
I think she's really pretty in this. I like her vibe. I think she looks great.
That's good for you, man. I won't disparage her.
I'm not being a drooly creep. I think she's pretty and I think she looks nice and I like her.
Good. That's good. One of us has to.
Oh man.
Now, he doesn't show up. I mean, I didn't expect him to. Why would he?
No.
Her dad's already, been like, don't congregate with anybody.
Do the voice.
Don't congregate with anybody. Just work here.
Is her mom looking all hot at this party?
You look wonderful in that dress.
Really?
Beautiful.
Great.
So who are you waiting for?
Oh, no one.
She is. She's looking hot all the time.
But she especially kicks it up a notch for the party.
She does. And that's when the dad meets photographer guy. And he's like, yeah, your daughter's got poise. And I can build a portfolio and get her work. And
well, it's great before this. It's like they're two buddies like talking about the world and money and this and that. And then eventually it reveals itself to be a hustle to get this guy to pay for a portfolio of pictures for his daughter.
But then it turns out to be legit.
Well, yeah, probably only because she looks nice, Like
I mean, but he has to be fielding these gigs that she's going on.
I suppose.
So apparently he's still a creep, but apparently he's good enough for $11,000.
He's like a little Jeff Daniels kind of character. He looks kind of like Jeff Daniels. You don't think so?
No,
Daniels in Something Wild?
I was getting lead singer from
Jeff
Vampire Weekend.
Daniels.
Ezra something.
Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Also at this party is her shithead ex-boyfriend. He's just like hanging out in a car.
He's fondling on her.
And he's right. They're again having a conversation and like he is just doing whatever he wants. She does not matter to him at all.
No.
It's so fascinating how she's just an accessory to him.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's following her around and she's like, fuck you, I want nothing to do with you. So instantly he's like, that guy made a comment about you being good looking. Hey.
What was that?
Excuse me?
You said something.
Yeah, I said something, so what's it to you?
Well, I'm not so sure that I like what you said.
You don't even know what I said.
Oh, yes, I do.
I don't know, does he?
Got me.
What did I say?
I don't care what you said. I just think it's about time that you guys left this party.
His friend.
Well, she is gorgeous.
Hey.
So, I mean, that's probably the only thing that guy's got going for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he tries to pick a fight, and they just push each other endlessly. She goes to Pearl, hey, let's get out of here. Pearl's like, all right, cool. And she bikes her around.
They ride bikes all night and then hang out on the lawn as the sun's coming up?
Yeah, Pearl's lawn. And that's when she
mentions Robert John Burke.
I love him. Pearl goes, oh, no.
I don't think she says that yet. She's like, I like this guy. I'm very interested in him. He's interesting. He seems so nice. What's his name? He's the murderer.
Oh,
I gotta go.
I gotta get out of here.
I gotta work later this afternoon, and I need to sleep a little bit.
Because obviously something's going on, but we're not certain what it is.
We do know that Pearl's sister is dead and her father is dead, and he is somehow responsible.
And I think they allude at one point to possible chicanery on the father's part towards the daughter.
What do you mean?
Like, he's doing that.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
I did.
Okay.
And then especially when Pearl says, I believe people get what they got coming to them. Now, you're supposed to interpret that to mean...
He went to jail.
Yeah. And will eventually be murdered or something.
Right.
But that's not the case.
God will push you down the stairs.
Because Pearl... Well, I don't want to...
Don't you spoil it.
Yeah.
You wait to get to the unbelievable truth.
Which... Good Lord. I kept confusing this for The Unbearable Truth.
Is that a movie too?
It's a documentary from Al Gore. Well, global warming.
That's not what that's called. The
Unbearable Truth. The Inconvenient Truth.
An Inconvenient Truth. I was like, that's not right.
So, yeah, man. The priest is a celibate because he killed a man.
He's not a priest. He's a mechanic.
And once you do the unbelievable,
that speech is something.
Good or bad?
I don't really care for it. It's interesting enough. Because I imagine after you murder somebody, I could see those being the thoughts, like nothing really matters. You've violated society's rules, which is not even necessarily true. That's a construct from recently, maybe.
It's not even that. What he basically says is once you do something that you had previously assumed you would never consciously be able to do, whether it's premeditated or in the heat of the moment, once you do something that you thought was impossible, then really the idea that anything else isn't possible or really even matters is kind of what you're left with, you know. And he went to jail as a virgin also. He's still a virgin too. And I thought the sentiment of the speech was pretty interesting. But yeah, the dialogue kind of was a little, especially when they layer in that music. But
you don't like the acting in this movie?
Like I said, I like the mechanic guy. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody is really doing anything that stuck out to me.
I feel like they serve that dialogue really well, like the Hal Hartley dialogue. I feel like these people in particular are very good at it.
I don't like the dialogue either, though. So
that's okay.
You know, so she basically becomes a model. She's making money, progressively getting more and more nude in her photos, and her dad freaks out about it.
Victor, it's only an underwear advertisement.
She's half nude.
Her boyfriend is now dating a lady.
Edie Falco.
No. Just some brunette.
That's Edie Falco.
I don't think so.
Edie Falco, who worked at he's dating her for the rest of the movie. They're making out.
I think that's a different lady.
That's Edie. You might not know what Edie Falco looks like.
No, I do, because I remember her specifically from the one scene when they're at the diner.
They're making out against the building by the beach when he goes running to the ocean later. She's in the final scene where everybody's together, I believe.
Okay.
It's funny because he starts dating Edie Falco.
See, I don't think that's her. But eventually there's, at one point in the movie, and this is very important, Adrienne Shelley is standing outside of a movie theater, I believe, reading a book. At which point...
Oh.
Bill Sage walks by.
Did you recognize him immediately?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, fucking Bill Sage, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
fuck,
they just start
this
shoving each other.
Yeah, because her ex-boyfriend just wants to fight anybody that wants to fuck her.
Even though he's making out with a lady the whole time.
You trying to prove me wrong here?
No, I'm just trying to verify. There's nothing so far that's proven either of us right or wrong. So she's a model now, and she's making money, and she's living in New York. The dad caught him, RJD, kissing her.
And he's going to fire him while he's yelling at Adrienne Shelley. He's like, I'm gonna fire him. Let's get him out of here. And she's like, I'll never see him again if you don't fire him. Really? Yeah. But I guess see him one more time.
Yeah.
It's all part of the deal making.
Right.
And then he doesn't get fired. He thrives.
Yeah, he gives him money, and then he gives him $500 to go have sex with his daughter.
Show her a good time. You know how girls are. You got to spend some money on them. They eat it up.
He's like, she'll be back from Europe at 3:00.
Yep. So
he goes there. She's not there yet. He sees Matt Malloy now.
Yeah.
He's homeless. He's got one shoe off. He's looking dirty.
Yeah.
He goes over to him and is like, hey, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I wasn't even there.
Yeah. You want a cigarette? I'm not taking a handout.
Hey, are you a priest?
I'm a mechanic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My wife's ex-husband, he's a mechanic. He drinks.
And then he sees Adrienne Shelley pull up with Brian Doyle Murray. Okay. And they go upstairs, and he's just pissed. What? I don't know what's happening, but I'm marginally upset. And he just stands there. And then upstairs, he's trying to have sex with her. She's like, I'm dead inside.
Well, and she's wildly uninterested. I'm sure it wants nothing to do with it.
Come on, Audrey.
You disgust me.
Josh gives the bum $500, the 500, not just any. And then he throws his book, and it crashes through the window and breaks the vase, which we don't see break in real time.
Julian, do you think that you can throw a slim hardcover book from street level up through a second-story window and crash through it and knock a vase over that's like 2 feet away?
Yes, but not the window I was aiming for.
Really, I feel like
once you hurl that shit, it becomes a bird.
Well, yeah, it opens.
I'm saying you can do it. It's just not the fucking one window you're aiming at.
Okay, so maybe you're aiming for the second floor. It opens up. It spirals off like a helicopter
you just
crash.
Throw it and pray to God. Okay. And then he runs away. But Adrienne Shelley sees the book, and she goes, "Oh my God!"
It was Jarsh.
Jarmarsh.
This is a very uncomfortable chair.
Is it?
I mean, it's the exact same one you have.
Mm-hmm.
My fat back is tired.
Boy's got fat back bacon.
Yeah, I do. I've turned it into the bacon.
Mm-hmm. So she eventually makes her way back home, but he gets there much sooner and throws beer in a van.
Steals the van. Steals the van from the shop.
Yeah, Steely van.
Yeah.
And goes to the beach, at which point he sees Adrienne Shelley's ex-boyfriend and some girl making out. And he walks right by them, jumps over a wall, and Pearl's down there. And she goes, Josh,
I need to tell you something. Fuck, I'm drinking. I don't want to talk.
Let's go to my place.
Can we walk?
He's hammered.
You know, the only other time you drank, you killed my sister in an accident. So I feel like I should probably not get in this van with you.
He's had like significantly less to drink off that one can of beer he opened than I've drank this can of beer. And he's just blotto.
Maybe that's his third six-pack. Now, we didn't tell you that it was revealed the base story of what actually happened in that
Yeah, he did.
He was seeing the sister. He got a sixer.
Oh.
They went out to what? Go drink it?
Well, no. So his friends were making fun of him because he hadn't had sex yet. So he takes the sister out on their only date.
He said, "I want to be the wrench,"
and he gets a beer, and I'm gonna sock it to her. And he drinks the beer and he gets wasted and apparently crashes and kills her.
Yeah.
And then later, a few months later,
I think isn't it years?
I don't know.
A couple of years later, I got into an argument with the girl's father. I killed him too.
Oh, shit.
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
As much as I like this movie, I was too enraptured to get the finer details. I'm going to watch it 6 or 7 more times.
You should.
So he goes to talk to the woman who's never named, I don't think, Pearl's sister. Let's call her Patty. He goes to, I guess, talk to her dad. And her dad just starts beating on him.
Yeah.
Punching him in the face.
Understandable. He
And-
drank, drive, killed the sister.
Yeah, and he's giving him everything he's got in the chest. And the dad falls down the stairs and busts his shit wide open. But he goes, I didn't even see it happen.
Right.
I was so busted up.
He got thrown like into the bathroom and smashed up.
Yeah, through the door. And so now Pearl's like, oh, yeah, you remember when my dad was beating you? You actually passed out. And then I came up and I pushed him down the stairs.
No.
And I killed him.
No.
And I framed you for murder.
No.
He hit you real hard and you fell in through the bathroom door. And you didn't move again. And then he stepped out into the hallway at the top of the stairs and then he saw me. I startled him. He stepped back and he fell.
Because she's so ugly.
Pearl's in my top 3 ladies I'd like to be kissing in this movie.
So she goes, yeah, sorry, my bad. I'll let you go to jail for umpteen number of years.
He's like, yeah.
Cool.
He's not like furious.
Where's the nearest staircase, by the way?
I feel like he's just kind of rocked out by it.
Yeah, he's blown away.
It's a big piece of information.
So then she passes out, at which point it becomes a little bit of a fucking slapstick.
Oh my God, I find it so silly and cute.
The dad's sleuthing around. Where's my daughter? Is she inseminated? And then the boyfriend comes around. Where's Pearl? Why would I think she's here?
It's so weird how what is the first door they all go to? When they get in the house, they all try like one door.
I don't know, because I thought that was the bedroom door.
I was thinking maybe it was the bathroom, but he's
in
the bathroom. Now, we both like the other mechanic. This is when his terrible acting skills are on display, and I love them. I think he's hilarious. He's Scooby-Doo creeping through and like making faces as he tries to open. It's so silly. Like he's never been in anything ever before.
That's Hal Hartley right there for you. It's his signature move.
I feel like he chose pretty solid actors, and then this guy's like, I like something about you. And he was right, because I like something about that guy too.
That's part of the movie, yeah.
But he's silly.
Yeah, well, I didn't really pick up on that, because at this point I kind of wasn't paying attention. And shit comes to a head.
Adrian Shelley's also there.
And the movie's over.
The mom shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Looking all hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's, you. And then
Pearl and Mechanic go off. They have a little bit of an argument, but they go off. It's clear he doesn't think that Robert John Burke fucked her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The dad is angry at him for stealing that $500 because he didn't hang out with his daughter. And he's like, man, fuck you. You don't listen to anybody. You're garbage. And then the mom, I think, is like, after her husband and like, knock it off. And then Adrian Shelley and him are like, yeah, let's be together.
Mm-hmm.
She writes her dad a check for every last cent she has from modeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then her and RJB go off to be together.
Yeah. I
love it, man.
Good.
I love this movie. Let's talk about Bill Sage for a minute.
He looked good.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. He's not in there. I was so excited to see him. And
yeah.
I liked that guy was going to fight him.
Let me ask you this.
As he started, I was like, God damn it, he's just going to fight him and that's it.
Let me ask you this.
I knew it.
What if Bill Sage was the mechanic? The other mechanic?
Too
good?
Too many strong jaws. Bill Sage.
Far better looking than RJB or whatever.
Interesting. I think Burke looks pretty good in this.
Looks all right, but
I think he's handsome.
Looks
I
like he's
like
ready
his
to be
vibe.
RoboCop with his stretched skin.
He's better looking than Peter Weller.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. I don't think.
I mean, he could have led this movie, and it would have been, something else. But
Well, I think this is like so early in his career. He's just an extra, basically.
this kind of reminds me of Johnny Suede a little bit.
Okay.
There's some elements that I really find okay, but just something about the whole product just
It's so fucking wild.
falls apart for me.
Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite little indie movies.
That's cool.
I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining. I just think it's great. It's so wild to me that Johnny Suede was not a good time.
This really wasn't either.
Oh man, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It wasn't like I disliked it. I just was like, it's happening. It happened to me.
Well, by the time Sage is like second lead in Simple Men, I think you have a dance to look forward to in that one.
Good.
So it's going to be more Hartley dialogue, but you get a dance.
Yeah. Take good with the bad.
What do you give Bill?
I'm gonna give him a 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give him a 7 too. Hey, Bill, pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You really saved this one.
Yeah, you look. Hey. I'm so glad you and Hal Hartley clicked up.
Yep.
Okay. Well, here's.
You know what? I don't think maybe I've seen some of them. But I don't think I've ever seen any of this guy's movies.
What do you give this movie as a number? And then we're gonna double it, and that's my number.
Okay. So you give it an 8?
Yeah, I do give it an 8. I love this movie so much.
Yeah.
All right. No,
A 4. I mean,
Wow, 4.
Yeah.
Buddy. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I like this as much as. Actually, I think I like Monument Avenue better than this. I'll watch Monument Avenue again. You mark my words.
You gave Hanky Panky a 5.5 and Fourth and Long a 5, right?
Probably.
You give this a whole point lower than Fourth and Long?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What?
I would be perfectly fine never even thinking about this movie again.
Wow, dude!
It's not terrible. It's just kind of annoying and. But like I said, man, I'm so far beyond this era of film, and I've seen so many movies out of this era that, like, I was listening to some Wu-Tang the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is kind of banging. This one song is good, and then skip. Skip.
Okay.
I'm an old man now, man. I just don't have time for this.
I was excited to go back to this, and
I'm glad you were and enjoyed it. I really am.
I appreciate that. Thank
Because,
you so much.
It's tough, man. Especially the next movie that we watched. It's tough.
We haven't seen it yet.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
All right. Yes. Hal Hartley, Bill Sage. The only thing wrong with this movie.
Not enough Bill Sage.
Not enough Bill Sage. I was maybe going to punch something.
Mm-hmm.
Just to show you how upset I am.
Yeah.
About there not being any Bill Sage.
What do you think the Bill Sage connection was? Because why give a guy like that such a meaningless role?
He's an actor starting out. What are you talking about? That's like they're auditioning people, and they're like, I like this guy.
Yeah, but a guy like Bill Sage walks into the room. You need to scrap everything and make a movie for him.
I mean, I guess we're talking like we did about Brad Pitt and all those TV shows, and we're like, why the fuck didn't they just put him in a bunch of episodes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this has been a pretty good first day at my new school. Jeez, I sound like James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause.
I like Bill Sage a ton. I completely understand. He's starting out.
Mm-hmm.
He's forging relationships. Like, it's very clear him and Hal Hartley hit it off wonderfully.
I guess.
And work together quite a bit.
Okay.
Based on the amount of Hal Hartley projects he's in. It's a lot.
It's clear to you because of that, but not because of this performance. Like, I'd be curious if he was, I don't know, just around the set or...
Bill, what were you doing? Were you just like, you talking to everybody on the set? You making friends? Did you...
Yeah.
How'd this come about?
How did you and Edie end up in another movie together right after this?
This year movie, the first of the Bill Sage projects. I was really shocked he was barely in this.
Yeah.
I absolutely thought he was going to start off with some meaty roles.
I didn't look to see what he was. I don't even know if his character, what they would even name that character, but so I was just like expecting, where's he going to be, you know? Oh man, is that him? Oh, did I miss him? Was that the party? And then he rolls in and
You're instantly, it's Bill
this is
Sage.
Bill Sage right there.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
Look good, buddy.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, you look good.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back next week with Sidewalk Stories.
Yeah.
I've been Jason.
Oh, that's it. I've been Jules.
And tune into the NowPlayingNetwork.net.
Yeah.
Find us on Instagram, Reddit, YouTube, Facebook. We Do 'Em Filmographies. You can email us at wedoemfilmographies@gmail.com.
Yep. You can call us at
763-634-1897. Say it in a regular voice.
763-634-1897.
That's great.
Extension 212.
That's not true. I've been Jason.
And I have been Julian.
And good night. Okay.